shit, ... Take a deep breath in, ... and out. Let the world around you fade like dust melting into night. Let your shoulders soften and your hands rest. You are safe here in this quiet place. There's a gentle breeze drifting through old shutters, ... A hearth glows nearby with crackling embers. And somewhere, just beyond the flicker of candlelight, ... Soft footsteps echo on cobblestone. Let the scent of aged leather, warm wax, and wood smoke fill your senses. Now, close your eyes and let the story guide you. Our story tonight begins on a winding lane in the heart of a medieval village. Just past the baker's shop and the weaver's window, where golden threads catch the moonlight like spider silk, there stands a little cottage with a crooked chimney and a sign that swings gently in the breeze, etched with the image of a boot and a star. Inside lies an old cobbler named Elric, whose fingers have known the shape of leather longer than most have known their own names. Each evening, after the market noise fades, after the laughter from the interns to lullaby hums, Elric lights a single oil lamp, its flame flickering gently like a dozing firefly. He ties his apron with slow hand, worn smooth like river stones. And he begins not with hammer or thread, but with silence. He listens first to the sigh of the floorboards, to the whistle of wind past old shutters, to the distant hoot of an owl in the trees. And only then, only when the night itself has settled like a woolen cloak does he choose the leather. Some pieces are soft and supple like a whisper, others thick and strong, like the souls of those who must walk far. Tonight, his hands choose a piece dyed midnight blue. It holds the scent of smoke and sweetgrass. It's for a traveler. He places it on the workbench, rubs beeswax into his palms, and takes up the awl. Tap, dash, tap, ... tap, ... tap. The sound is rhythmic, soft as a lark. But there's something else Elric does that no one in the village knows. A tradition passed from his grandmother's hands to his mother's, and now before stitching the leather into shape, he draws with his smallest blade a 5-pointed star just beneath the arch of the foot. A shoemaker's star, invisible to the eye, but felt in every step. They say it protects travelers, that with each worn mile, the charm gathers strength. Some say it wards off misfortune, others that it guides lost souls to shelter. Elric doesn't say much about it, but he never finishes a shoe without carving the star. Not once. Tonight, the wind shifts. A gust rattles the windows, and Elric lifts his head. In the shadows of the doorway stands a figure small, cloaked and quiet. "Forgive me," the figure whispered. "My horse pulled a shoe on the road from Thornman. I walk now, but my soles are split." Elric rises slowly, kindly. "Come," he says, and gestures to the stool by the hearth. The stranger sits, revealing boots worn thin, cracked by cold and gravel. He studies them with soft eyes, then unties the laces like one unwrapping a story. He does not ask where they've been. The mud, the wear, the tiny thorn caught in the seam, they tell enough. Instead, he chooses fresh leather, one the color of earth after rain. And again, his hands begin tap, dash, tap, ... tap, ... tap, ... tap. SHHHKT ... The thread pulls through. The scent of tallow and ash rise. The fire crackles. And beneath the arch of each boot, a star quietly carved, sealed with wax, and stitched into the sole. The traveler doesn't see it, but as they rise, something softens in their eyes. Their shoulders lower, their breath eases. "You'll walk safely now," Elric murmurs. They leave before dawn, boots silent on the stone. And so it goes, night after night, ... Elric crafting shoes for farmers, messengers, soldiers returning home. Some worn by children learning their first steps, others by elders walking their last field. But always, always the shoemaker's star. A charm known only to the knight, to the cobbler, and perhaps to you now. So now, dear listener, as your own breath slows and your thoughts begin to wander like mist, imagine yourself in that warm little cottage. The hearth flickering, a cat curled on the windowsill, the hush of leather pressed into shape, stitch by stitch, as stars gather overhead. Let your feet feel light and steady, as though guided by charms no one else can see. And as the wind sighs through the eaves, you may just feel it. That quiet, ancient magic of care folded into every step and rest sewn into every seam. Sleep now, and let the story carry you wherever your dreams may wander. Welcome back, ... Let your body sink deeper into comfort. Notice your breath, gentle ... slow, like the rhythm of a lullaby passed down through time. You are still in that warm cobbler's cottage where the walls hum softly with stories and old wood carries the scent of oil and oak. Outside, the stars are scattered across the sky like flecks of silver dust. And inside, the old cobbler prepares for another tale. Because you see, Elric's shoes didn't just protect travelers. Some said they helped them find what was lost. There was once a girl, no older than 13, named Breen. She lived in the next village over, where hills rolled like soft quilts and the woods whispered old secrets. One winter, her father, a woodsman with kind eyes and quiet boots, went out to chop cedar for the solstice fire, but the snow fell heavier than expected, and the forest swallowed his tread. No one could follow, but Bryn believed. She wrapped herself in her father's old cloak, walked through 2 villages, and arrived at Elric's store with frozen hands and eyes full of purpose. "I need boots," she said. "Ones that will follow where hearts call home." Elric didn't speak. He simply nodded. He chose a soft ash-gray hide and stitched with twine made from linen and hair. He carved the stars deeper, this time 5 points, but also 5 petals, like the flower of Saint Eleanor, protector of those who seek. When Bryn laced them up, she didn't feel brave, but she felt ... full. That very night, with only moonlight in her breath for company, she stepped into the woods. They say the boots carried her gently over frozen brooks, under fir boughs heavy with snow. When she slept by the roots of old trees, no creature stirred against her. And when she woke, the path was always clear. 3 days later, she found her father asleep beside a fallen cedar, blanketed by pine and dreams. She led him home, step by marked step. The tale spread, as all such tales do. But when asked, Elric only smiled. It was her heart that led her, he'd say. The boots just helped her feet catch up. In time, Elric grew older. His hands trembled some mornings. He could no longer carry heavy hides, and the hammer felt weightier than before. But he kept working, each night by lamplight, with the same care, the same quiet reverence. Then, one spring evening, when the breeze was full of lilac and rain, a young boy arrived. He wore patched clothes, eyes too tired for his age, and a satchel slung across his back. "My mother once wore your shoes," he whispered. "She used them to walk to the city and back twice a week for years. Now I walk her path, but mine are worn through." Elric, slower now, nodded. "You know why she walked?" he asked. "To sell herbs," said the boy, "and bring back bread." Elric smiled, then chose a hide the color of honeyed clay as he stitched. He added something new, not just a shoemaker's star, but a tiny leaf, sewn with thread dyed from time and root. A charmer's string for walkers who carry more than what's seen. The boy didn't speak much, but when he walked away, he stood a little taller. And so the years passed, until one midsummer morning, as birds called gently from treetop to rooftop, the villagers noticed something. Elric's door was closed, his lamp unlit, his windows still. Inside, the cottage was silent. The tools were resting, the hearth cold. And on the bench, A single pair of shoes. They were stitched with midnight blue leather, lined with soft wool, and beneath the arches, not just one star, but two. No one knew who they were for. Some said they were meant for a child who had yet to be born. Others believed they were for Elric himself, that perhaps he walked one final journey on paths only stars. No! The shoes were placed on the windowsill, where light still caught their curve. And from then on, the little cottage remained, but became something else. A place of memory, of comfort, of stillness. And when the wind was right, villagers swore they heard it. The soft tap, dash tap, dot, 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 tap of an all-on leather and the faint scent of beeswax in the breeze. And now, dear listener, if you find yourself walking unfamiliar roads, through shadowed woods or silent dreams, perhaps beneath your own feet, there lies a star, invisible but guided, stitched with care and marked with hope by hands long gone but never forgotten. Let the soft hush of night cradle you now. Feel the weight of the covers like a cobbler's apron, gentle and grounded. Listen for the whisper of the breeze outside your own window, and rest in the knowing that even in dreams your steps are watched and your path is held. You may walk far, but you never walk alone. Sleep not, and may the Shoemaker's star light your way through the quietest of dreams.